Hey, hey, hey. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, all that good stuff. It's been a good day. Um, my subject today is about forgiveness. Um, it talks about forgiveness in Corinthians. Um, it talks about forgiveness all through the Bible, as a matter of fact. But forgiveness is for you as an individual. It's not for the next person, whether you're asking that person for forgiveness or asking them to forgive you. It's for you. If you're going to God and asking Him to forgive you, or asking the other person to forgive you, um, you can't hold any expectations. You know, forgiveness is okay. Well, we're gonna get back to forgiveness. Let's see what she's talking about. Let me see. Hello. Yeah, your mailbox is full. hmm I was just calling to see what was going on with you.
I left my phone downstairs. I was cooking.
Oh,
And, you know,
what you cook?
mm, I had made, I had made, some, I seared some chicken and with some fat, with some ham and I basically took, sauteed them a little bit, browned them, and then I made some gravy, chicken gravy, cut up some onions and pepper, yellow pepper, uh, you know,
hmm
whipped up some gravy, some rice, some broccoli.
Oh, that sounds good. I have broccoli too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sounds good. Some chicken wings, potatoes and onions, and broccoli and cheese. Yeah, I ain't do no searing or sauteing or special gravy or nothing.
I
uh,
just clear my mailbox.
what you able to clear it in one swipe?
Yeah, I got visual voicemail.
Oh, and it let you clear it all at once?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought you had to go through one by one.
You got it too.
Yeah, I got visual voicemail. I didn't know you could empty the box
That
at
was
one time.
visual voicemail. Just delete that shit.
Mm. Yeah, girl. Well, what's this call? And what all you do today?
Huh? I ain't did shit. I ain't even cleaned up like I said I would. I did nothing, girl.
Yeah.
Just laid around, talking to him, he left. Yeah. I ain't do nothing. The whole day gone.
Well,
I watched the game at 1 o'clock.
oh, you ain't go to the game?
Yeah, I said my friend was out.
Well, you still got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah. Yeah. I just watched the game and we won.
Yeah, 10 to 13. 10 to 13.
Yeah.
Go Brownies. It's your birthday. Go Brownies. It's your birthday.
And that shit made me excited.
Oh, that's cool.
Even though I don't give a fuck about no football for real, bro.
Girl, you know I don't.
I'm like, okay, go Browns.
Go Browns. Go Browns.
Okay, that's sweet.
Yeah. Was it cold there today?
It was. How you gonna snore and hear me talking? And then now you snore again.
How was the weather in Cleveland today?
That was cold. I ain't go outside. I ain't open the door. He left for a little bit. I ain't even look at the weather.
Yeah. You was tripping on that Facebook post. I see. I was just trying to help with a grocery list. I ain't think I was trying to tell nobody I could help them with no greens, beans, tomatoes,
Right.
potatoes.
I'm like, this bitch done posted my damn grocery list on Facebook.
No, it's edited.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not. It's edited.
You added a few things, but it's actually the same list.
No, the same is identical. Okay, that's identical.
What you add on?
Yeah, so it's not your list. If it's not identical, it's not your list. It's the average Thanksgiving list that's used for people that's making a traditional dinner. But I thought I put it in a way that I was trying to be helpful, not that I was offering no beans, greens, tomatoes, potatoes, you
Wow,
name
somebody
it.
else was saying stuff about it.
No, just that one person. And then she was, did you see she was like, no, I'm fine, thanks. I was like, no, I'm just trying to, make sure you don't forget that when you go to the grocery store, boo. That's all. That's it. That's all. Yeah. So tell me, what's your opinion about forgiveness?
You say,
What's your opinion as far as forgiveness is concerned? How do you feel about forgiveness?
I'm very forgiving, so you should already know. I don't know. I don't have it in my heart. Time do all wrong. Once I'm done with it, I'm done. The person apologizes, then how can you not accept it? Depending on what it is, I'm sure.
Yeah. Do you find it hard to forgive or easy?
No,
Hard or easy?
hard or who?
Easy. Is it easy for you to forgive or hard?
Yeah, it's easy when you can forgive.
Yeah. It's easy for me sometimes, and then sometimes it's hard. So I'm like caught up in the middle, like I'm working on trying to forgive more and more quicker because I want people to forgive me when I make a mistake or I do something that I ain't supposed to do or whatever. I want to be forgiven, so why shouldn't I forgive? So
Yeah.
you know, that
Who
was
you trying to forgive?
myself first, myself, and just forgive anybody that I hold offense against in my mind, because it's easy for me to be offended, you know, and you know, and I don't have to be offended, or it ain't no reason for me to be offended, and then I might be offended by something that you don't even know I'm offended by, you know, so it's like having that stuff in my mind and having it be stuff that's running through my head. You know how when you go through something or whatever, have an experience and go on over and over in your head over and over again. You thinking about that thing. You waking up and going to sleep about that thing and, saying I should have said this or, you know, just like talking to yourself in your head. So um when if you offended, well, if I'm offended, I should be able to go ahead and put it on the table right then and there and say, hey, listen, when you said that, it made me feel this way. But I hold back because people say I'm so emotional. You know,
Right.
you ain't listening to me. What you
I am.
doing?
You said you hold back and people say you're so emotional. I hear you.
Right. So, then you're in a situation like, is this something I should talk about? Should I put it on the table, or should I just leave it alone, or is it me tripping in my mind? But at the end of the day, whether it's all in my mind or if it's reality, I gotta forgive myself, forgive that person, and move on, whether I talk about it or not.
Yeah, because it's like, who are you to judge? You know what I'm saying? People, if you think about people's spirit and what kind of person they are spiritually, that should help you heal. And then sometimes you have to look at people because sometimes their spirit ain't right. So you just distance yourself. You don't have to question whether or not you forgive a person or not, and you can still turn around and forgive them later. Just leave them alone, leave them where they at.
Right.
Forgive them in your heart, because it's only God can, be the judge of that. As long as you forgive them in your heart and move on,
Right.
Yeah, some people who have good spirits, you can't help but to forgive them.
Yeah.
You be like, damn, this is my friend, this crazy bitch, and that'd be the end of that. But sometimes people say and do things that, it's time to let go of.
Right. You could forgive them.
Like Miss Susanna, how she talked to me, I would forgive her, but I ain't fucking with her ever again.
Right.
Because the things she said to me in a text, it's a certain way of delivering your anger. But sometimes if you deliver it and you say things that you shouldn't say, and why is you saying it, then you have the other person that's dealing with it or reading it or hearing it should evaluate what the fuck is really going on.
But
I'm about to go back and forth with you, bitch. That's how you feel about me. I'm done with you.
But
because you don't want people to be looking at you and looking at you and saying bad things about you. If they got bad things to say about you, then you don't need to deal with them. Because in the spiritual world, we all go through our ups and downs emotionally, spiritually, physically, and the way of the world, we have to accept people for who they are.
Right. And but when you talk about text, that text messages can be so misconstrued. Sometimes you might get a text message and you read it in a way that's like, unless there's a lot of vulgarity in it, and for sure that they dogging you and trying to dish you and trying to put you down. Yeah.
People text what the fuck is coming out, whether they come out the right way or the wrong way, bitch. They know what the fuck they stand at that moment. And then when you check them about it, then they change. Girl, I was going, you said what you had to say. It's just that simple. The texting is even better.
What you mean by better?
In somebody's face and you mad at the time, you be like, bitch, fuck you. But when you get to telling all my business and pointing fingers at me like I'm like, and calling me all kind of names and, bitch, I don't even want to be your friend no more. That's like back in the days when bitch was like, yeah, bitch, fuck you. That's why your mama stank. That's why, all that extra shit, bitch, we ain't even got to talk to each other like that because you mad.
Right.
Especially if you gave a fuck about me. Like, those are the things that I didn't really experience because the type of people I dealt with all my life, we got along. You don't say hurtful things for people you love just because you mad.
Yeah.
I ain't did nothing to you that bad.
Yeah, but sometimes
so if a person does something to you that bad that you have to speak about it, or instead of asking questions about why you felt that way, but then somebody come back at you like, bitch, fuck you, I don't give a fuck, that's why I did, you need to leave them alone.
Right.
Ain't no question, you don't have to question yourself.
But sometimes, people say things. People say things and type things before they think. Like, think before you speak. Think before you type. And sometimes before you even thought it out, you done said it or you done typed it out. And once it's out there in the atmosphere, it's hard to take it back. You can't take it back. It's already been put out there. and you may have been acting out of emotion, out of anger because, Billy messed with you when you first woke up and gave you a bad attitude. Then your son or daughter came over here with some other BS. And then next thing you know, your girlfriend Sally, now she, and you done threw everything that your son and Billy, you know, then gave to you off on your friend, and things get out of hand and they get out of control, and different emotions, because another thing too, as far as offense is concerned, we got to be careful what we say to people. Certain things you say that could be hurtful, it could be a trigger. You don't know, you might know certain things about your friends that they went through, but you don't know everything that they've been through. And there might be certain things you say that might trigger them to make them be reminded of trauma, hurt, past pain, and things like that. So, you know, I get what you're saying, but we all make mistakes out of our mouth. Our tongue is the sharpest thing that we got. We can kill a nigga. We can kill them with it, with the stuff we come up with and say out our mouth and type, in our phones. And that doesn't mean that because you hurt me with your words that I should uh, take my time forgiving you, right?
Right.
You know, we all have said, me and you have said stuff to each other that's been hurtful, and we didn't forgave each other, things that we shouldn't have said, But most of the time when we say things like when we go through
I
our
ain't never really said shit to you to hurt your feelings like that. So,
girl,
I don't even do
we
shit
ain't
like
even
that.
about to go there.
I might have said, bitch, fuck you, or something like that. But yeah, I ain't
That
like,
ain't
bitch, that hoe, fuck you, bitch. I don't give a fuck about girl, fuck you. I don't, all that. No. I might have been like, bitch, fuck you, quit talking to me like that, hoe, and shit like that. But I ain't never did
and
that.
that ain't supposed to hurt me, huh?
Not really. You talk the same way to me, bitch.
But I'm just saying, when things like that happen, it's an opportunity to have a conversation and put it on the table. You know what I'm saying? When you care about somebody and love somebody, if you've been caring about somebody and loving somebody for years, because some things come out of their mouth, or through a text, when out of all these years they've been showing you love and they made this one mistake out of their emotions and their anger, how can you just stop that love and cut it off like that?
What is you talking about, bitch?
I'm just talking. I'm having a general conversation about forgiveness, and it's no particular person. This is just a subject. Oh,
That's
you
that's
sound.
what LaRue was talking about yesterday when we was talking about she got to talking about Antonisha and Teresa. She was saying like, maybe they just misunderstood each other over a text.
Girl, I don't know.
I don't know, but she was like, she was just basically saying, like they should forgive each other and blah 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 and whatever.
Yeah, I mean, but at the end of the day, they friendship wasn't up. Like, I'm talking about people that got longevity. They didn't have no longevity. That's a different type of thing. That it was hit or miss. Whatever.
They was friends because of you, right?
Yeah, but they ain't never really kicked it outside of me being around. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, so it was just like I just didn't get it. That's why I ain't. That's why I really didn't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the big deal? Like, but and maybe I'm speaking to myself, while I'm talking to you because like I just said something like, how can I be friends with somebody for years and love them because they did one thing to offend me? I'm done talking to them or whatever. But some things it build up. If you got to keep forgiving a person over and over again, every time you turn around, it's a different situation. You got to keep uh, Okay, I forgive. I forgive him. I forgive him. I'm gonna take the high road. Uh, you really need to value that relationship. If every time you turn around, you gotta question yourself if you're gonna forgive somebody, the same person, because it's always a matter coming up with them. But if it's somebody that y'all done had a long time relationship with, and something just popped up out the blue, and it's just that one matter in that one situation, then that's a different story. So
But it depends on the matter of what people do. Little mistakes and stuff like that. Ain't nobody perfect.
Right.
So it depends on what a motherfucker do or what a motherfucker even get mad about. Now, because people gonna be people.
Right.
And once you realize that and accept people for who they are, that goes back to that. It's the level of what they've done to you over and over again.
Right.
Are they violating your privacy? Are they stealing from you? Are they trying to manipulate you out of something? Are they fucking with your kids, your home, your job, your man,
right. Right.
Other than that, it's like, what can a person actually do other than or disrespecting you in some kind of way?
Yeah.
Other than that, people shouldn't affect you, and that's some things that I have to learn as well. To stop letting people bother me to the point where I'm about to have a fucking stroke.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why am I even dealing with these motherfuckers to the point where I got to be under pressure to feel like somebody got to keep coming back and apologizing to me because they stressing me the fuck out or they trying to play me in some kind of way. The company you keep, you shouldn't even have to go through all of that. But outside of that, going through problems with your friends, people have problems, but it should never outweigh something that drastic that y'all gotta end y'all friendship because of each other's personality. When y'all personalities click, then people make mistakes. But it should never be a mistake that a motherfucker gotta keep apologizing for you over your head with apologies.
Right.
They make a mistake because they do dumb shit or might, put you in a situation where you gotta keep saving a bitch or, come on now, that's their life.
Right.
They ain't did shit to you, but irritating your spirit because you they friend or something like that. But other than that, that ain't nothing to fall out with a bitch about. If it ain't got nothing to do with any of them things, then when it get to that point where you got to fall out with a motherfucker for disrespecting you or causing all this havoc in your life, and you got to leave them motherfuckers alone.
Right, and like you said,
too old to have a stroke or a heart attack to be dealing with all that extra shit. You got enough problems at home with your man and your kids.
And like you said, you shouldn't have to keep on apologizing. One apology is enough. Okay, you ain't got to jump through hoops. It's up, as long as you ask for forgiveness and ask them to, you forgave them and you ask them to forgive you. Hey, you can let it go. Because you can't, even though you ask for forgiveness, you can't make nobody accept, your apology. Just because I apologize to you, that don't mean you got to accept it. That's up to you. As long as I know I did my part.
Right.
And it don't matter how many times I say it's still the same, and when you ask for forgiveness, then that, and y'all decide to forgive each other, the situation, it goes through a process of reconciliation. Reconciliation, it doesn't happen like overnight. It takes some time to build that relationship back up. You know what I'm saying? Because damage has been done, hurt has been, put into place, and offense and things like that. And so, it diminished the relationship, and it takes time to build that up. It might even take time to for somebody to actually to forgive you or accept, or you forgive them. It may take time, but everybody got their process. It's just up to us as an individual. How fast is we gonna forgive, and how fast we gonna ask for forgiveness? Because we got to carry that weight of us not forgiving or asking for forgiveness when we do something that we know doggone well is wrong. you know. So it's a process. It's a process within ourselves. It's a process with the other individual. Um, you know, and I just been thinking about, if I want God to forgive me, I do have to forgive others. That don't mean forget. Forgiveness and forgetting is two different things. I remember what you did to me, but I'm gonna forgive you. You know what I'm saying? And I know not to, that don't mean be a doormat either. Let somebody continue to do the same thing over and over again to you. And sometimes when you forgive people, the next offense be even worse. And that's another situation when you got to evaluate that. Okay, last time you did this, all right, this time you did this, and this hurt even more. And every time I deal with you, it get worse and worse. Oh yeah, definitely. That's a relationship that definitely got to be evaluated because hey, what's next? You gonna kill me? But yeah, that is my subject for today. Forgiveness. It's a process. It's a process. So, you know, well, since we on the phone together, if I done anything wrong to you, forgive me. You forgive me?
Yeah.
Why?
Mm-hmm.
Why you forgive me?
Because I love you.
You don't love
You ain't
me.
did nothing that goddamn dress.
You don't love me.
What's the deal?
I love you too. I love you too. Yep. So it's a process for some. Only God do it fast. And I wonder if he do it right away. Do he forgive us right away or take a couple days or what? Or God be like, oh, I'm gonna wait a couple days on her because she keep on asking me to forgive her for the same thing. Yeah, but according to what everybody say, I believe you forgive us right away. But only heaven knows. So I say to you and I say to the world, forgive me as I forgive
And if
you.
I've done anything to you, please forgive me too.
I forgive you, baby.
I'm sorry.
I am sorry. I love you
I
too.
am who the fuck I am. I can't help it. Goddamn it.
Hey, girl, girl. I am who I am, who I am, who I am. Yep. So, forgiveness.